games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty Games, and this how we do. Now it's time we...
Hey there guys, and welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome to part 2 of the EZE to Glory's RTG series. Now, if you haven't seen part number 1, make sure you go back and watch it. It's all part of a playlist, so you can get yourself all nice and caught up with the first episode, and obviously you can find out where all the other episodes will be, because they'll all be put in there as and when they are uploaded. But if you haven't seen number 1, make sure you go check it now, because we're about to spoil the players that we have purchased for the first time round. Now, last time the options were between Brighter Sire Samuel and Matt Smith, or we were going to pick up Tomori and Murphy. Now, Tomori and Murphy absolutely smashed the polls, so they are the players we picked up. In the end, they didn't actually cost me too much, so I was able to pick them up for surprisingly cheap. I was a little bit surprised with how cheap we did pick them up in the end, but I think I'll show you now very quickly. So Murphy cost us 1.4 thousand coins and Tomori cost us 1.3. I tried to make sure I bought them with basic Chem Styles. Obviously, applying Chem Styles is a perk of when we get assists with EZE, so I didn't want to pick up players that already had Chem Styles on them. And mentioning perks and things to do with EZE, if you don't know the rules to this series, instead of me explaining them all again, either watch the first episode or they're in the description. What happens when EZE does certain things, we get to accomplish and do certain things with the series. But with all that said and done, we're going to jump into a couple more games. I'm going to try and stick with 2 games per episode. I think that's a pretty good amount of games. It gives us a decent number of upgrades and helps us have this series be something that we can grow gradually. So without further ado, we're going to get into our 3rd game of the series. Another placement match, but hopefully a game we can win. Let's find out. I also had it mentioned about the club name and whatever else. I will sort that. The things you have to unlock. So obviously I'll have to do a couple of things offline. This is not the kind of team you want to come up against, I'm going to be honest. Last time we came up against some very tough teams, and this one is no easier. This is going to be a proper tough game. I think even Kelleher's going to struggle here. Oh, Vardy already in with a chance. We can't close him down. That's 1-0. This is going to be bad. Nice. Murphy with his first real chance to try and bring himself into the game. We get a good ball into McAtee, is how I'm going to say that. We get it back to Murphy, to EZE. EZE with a low driven is straight at De Gea, but that is a penalty. Joe Gomez wiping EZE out. I thought a little bit, maybe, but you know, I'd already taken the shot, so it's one of those ones that, did they give it? And in this scenario, yes, they did. Obviously, only one man to step up to this penalty. We're going to go bottom left. And he goes the other way. That is a goal and an upgrade to a player already. Abire EZE getting himself another goal in this series. 4 goals total for him. It's a penalty. I'll take goals in whichever way they come, especially if they're for our main man, EZE. I'm really bad with penalties because ever since the upgrade, or the update I should say, to penalties, I'm always pretty bad at knowing where to go. People seem to read them pretty easily against me, but not this one. 1-1 and 1 upgrade. That's the main thing here. Good ball in. It's a good header. Kelleher was nowhere near that one, although with it being Kelleher, I'm sure he had it covered really. Oh, that's a great pass. Josh King's not going to miss this, surely. He tries to sweat it, but Kelleher is not quite the god I thought he was. That's a real shame. I'm annoyed that he sweat that, but it's FIFA at the end of the day. If people are going to sweat it, they're going to sweat it. 2-1, Jamie Vardy picking up a second. Oh, what is that pass? That is a ripper in. It's offside. I take it back. The powers of Kelleher triumphant again. Oh, I'm completely out here. Tomori's not slow, so maybe Tomori can help. No one's going to help there. That's in off the post. Vardy has ripped us to shreds. 3-1 already. Not good. End of the first half, and we've not had many chances. We've had plenty of chances to get into shooting positions, but not many chances where we've actually been able to shoot. So 2 shots from target, but 1 goal. That's the main thing EZE has scored, so it is an upgrade. I'm thinking in this episode already that McAtee is gonna have to be upgraded for the next episode. It's got to happen. EZE, nice. McAtee, come on mate, I need you to help me out here. That's not where I wanted it, but we keep the ball. That's the main thing. Come on. Oh, it wasn't to EZE, so that was literally no help at all. That also wasn't to EZE. Trying so hard to get these upgrades, or a Chem Style boost. A Chem Style boost for EZE would be massive. Great turn. Great strike. It's a great save though. Foot Mr. Gea making a fantastic stop. That's too easy. The strike is just an absolute rocket. I don't think with a goalkeeper I would have saved that. So 4-1, Mane making it 4. Oh, it's been a rough old game, this first one. EZE to McAtee. Good first touch. That has got to be a red card. It's got to be. It's the last man. Surely, referee. It's only a yellow. That's a joke, ref. EZE out wide. Got to do a lot here to get into a good position with EZE. Just about get it past Kante. That's got to be another pen. It is another penalty. This is a great chance for a second. Now, wasn't he already booked for the first one? No, he wasn't booked for the first one. Okay, so it's just another yellow. That is a rip in the chat. Going bottom right this time, and we get the second goal. I honestly feel like we deserved that. A second upgrade, which is awesome to see. EZE getting another goal. That's 5 now in this series. Oh man, it's all worth it in the end. All 100% worth it. I genuinely feel like both of his centre-backs could have been sent off in this game, but I'm not here to get disappointed about that. I'm here to celebrate 2 goals with EZE, 2 upgrades this game. Well, the last few minutes basically since my goal have been incredibly boring, as this is all he's done. Just boot it around the back, not wanting to concede anymore against the bronze team, and that is all she wrote. Gutted that we couldn't maybe get a little bit more from that game, but I will definitely take 2 goals with EZE, both from penalties. I don't care how they come, as long as they're in the back of the net, the goal is a goal. 9.2 rating for EZE there as well, not too shabby. Obviously got our coin boost from the season objective stuff, but 2 goals for EZE, 2 upgrades, very, very happy. One thing I actually forgot to mention at the start of this episode is I asked you guys in the comment section what should happen, if anything, when I got a hat-trick. So spoiler alert, but I'm assuming you guys have watched it by now. I got a hat-trick in the last episode with a Beer EZE, and I asked you guys what you guys think should happen if I get a hat-trick, if anything, and the thought process was I should get some extra upgrades. So what I'm going to say is a 3rd goal in one game, so a hat-trick will actually equal 4 upgrades instead of 3, so it's 1 bonus upgrade. I think that's fair. I think it, instead of being like massively overpowered, I know I'm probably not going to get many hat tricks, but I think an extra upgrade is plenty of a nice little bonus. So we're going to get into the second game and see if we can get any more upgrades. Let's go. Okay, we're looking at a all Liga Santander team with the Iniesta in there. Iniesta has just come out this evening, but he's got the loan version. Hopefully we can try and break this team down a bit, but he's got some very good and very, very quick players in this team. Tomori, fantastic tackle there. That's what we want Tomori to do. O'Neill with a chance to break through. EZE just in front of him. We're going to try and get it to EZE. It goes to McAtee. McAtee! Where's that come from then? What a fantastic strike from McAtee, the first player that isn't EZE to get a goal in this series, and I'm hoping like hell that counts as an Abire EZE assist, because if it does, we get to pick a Chem Style to put on to EZE, which is awesome. I'm personally thinking maybe a Hawk if it's not too expensive. McAtee, you've gone up in my estimations, chap. Good lad. Well in from Tomori. Love that. Oh, this is... Whoa, Tomori. Tomori's having a blinder. Keep this out. Keep this out. Mate, Tomori has been phenomenal. This game, Tomori has honestly shown up, and has shown up in a big, big way. McAtee wins it. EZE. Heel to heel. EZE, that's naughty. Oh, Oblak makes himself big and makes a big, big save. Man, that would have been a lovely goal. Can we get one again? No, not quite. Oh, that's lovely passing from him, to be fair. But Kelleher is the best keeper in the game. I don't care what you tell me. You're wrong. It's Kelleher. Well, first half, and we're playing some good football. We've had some really good chances. Oblak with a great save stopping us from going 2-0 up. But Tomori has been phenomenal. Honestly, the lad has played out of his skin. An 8.6 rating he's already got there. He's made 5 tackles and is honestly, he's having an absolute blinder. Fair play to Tomori. Oh, the one time he gets it past Tomori, however, he is offside. Thank God for that. That's the one time Tomori's been beat, and it did end up in the back of the net. However, doesn't count. Thank God. Ferguson. We're going to EZE. McAtee, who's going to rinse his defenders. We're going to EZE, who's going to surely, he does, beats Fernandez, what a goal! Love that, the little drag back just to take Fernandez out of the situation, knock it forward, and Oblak didn't stand a chance. That's another goal for EZE. I'm very, very happy. Honestly, this team is playing so much better than I could have possibly predicted. Like, I never would have predicted to go 2-0 up against this squad, but we are this, and I don't want to speak too soon. I'm going to knock on wood. You can't see it, there's a wooden thing there, but could this be our first win of the series? We can certainly hope so. That is poor defence. That's a goal. We don't get the clean sheet that I think Kelleher does deserve. He's played fantastically well this entire series. Last game was a bit of a rip. This game he's had a good enough game, but doesn't quite get that elusive clean sheet. We need to try and hold on to the win though. This could be the win. Ref, call it. Boys, we get our first win of the series. Unbelievable. We get our first assist. McAtee gets his first goal of the series. EZE pops up with a goal himself anyway, which gives us a total of 4 upgrades of players and a Chem Style upgrade. But to top it all off, we get the win, which means we can also open up a pack of our choice. So with some of the stuff we've done, just the objectives we've completed just by simply playing the game, we're actually at level 6. We're getting close to that Delph. I don't think we're quite going to get Delph in time just with the amount of games that I play. And obviously I do have to take breaks while I'm doing this so I can catch up with what you guys are saying. But I think, how often are we going to get wins is the question. Part of me thinks just open the 5k pack. Part of me thinks for, you know, for winning our first game, we deserve a big pack. I think we're going to do that. We're going to open up a 15k pack. Again, I got it from the objective, so it's untradeable, but Team of the Year's out. Imagine, just imagine, we get Messi. Just picture that in your head. Okay, right. 15k pack for the first win on the series, so we get a pack for the win. Let's get that one opened. Come on. Give us something half decent. Give us something half decent. It's not a board, that's a shame. But we're a while off gold cards, let's be honest. And we get ourselves Adderese. Not really ideal, not massively something we want to look at, but it could make upgrades cheaper going forward. Paulson Vinicius Jr. is a really, really good one to get going forward with a good rare. But other than that, not too much in there. But we get a Shadow and a Deadeye. Ooh. The Shadow could be really good to hold on to. Really, really good to hold on to. And I think we'll make a point of every time we get a pack with a kit, we'll change one of the kits. So we're going to put the Bologna kit on there. Yeah, and we'll change every time we get a new football. We'll do that too. I think that sounds good. With our Chem Style upgrade, obviously we're going to put one onto EZE while he's the main man. I was trying to get more goals into the club, and I'm 100% going to use that Deadeye card that we just got ourselves. Ups that shooting, ups that passing as well. Helps us with goals, helps us with assists. Hawk would have been better, but Deadeye, it's free. It's not going to cost us anything, and that to me is really, really good. That looks like a nice little upgrade, and it could make a big difference. Okay, and finally the last thing we need to look at and work out are the upgrades. So as you know, we got 4 upgrades this episode. So what I've done is I've turned that into 3 players, 2 non-rare silvers and 1 rare silver. The first option is a Liga Santander trio. This would get everyone in this little trio 10 chem as and when we've played enough games, but I'd be looking at getting Javi Munez from Alaves and De Frutos, I think is how that's said, from Valladolid. I'm pretty sure actually that's one thing I need to check if he's actually packable and he hasn't moved. He hasn't, that's okay. And Oliver Burke up top. Burke being very, very quick. Hopefully get up there, keep up with EZE and help him get some more goals and assists. And option number 2 is a little bit different, looking at the Dutch, the Eredivisie League, again going with the rare striker and 2 non-rare midfielders, but we're looking at Emmanuelson from FC Utrecht is how I'm going to say that, probably saying it wrong. Looking at Van der Water from Hercules, and then looking at Lammers from PSV. Lammers not anywhere near as quick as Burke, but 5-star weak foot, 4-star skimmers could come massively helpful looking to go forward with this team. So as always, the straw poll will be in the description. Make sure you go onto that to have your say and vote for the trio you think we should add, and after 24 hours I will look at the poll. Whichever team or trio has won will be the team added into the squad for the next episode. But that is all for episode number 2 of the EZE to Glory. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I got a lot of amazing positive feedback at the start of this, so thank you so much for all the love and support. Hopefully you guys continue to enjoy this series. But yeah, that's it for now. Make sure you smash that like button if you did enjoy it. Comment down below to let me know what you think of the series and, you know, how you think EZE is doing and your favourite player so far of the series. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Turn on that notification bell to be told anytime we upload a video or indeed we go live with a live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you guys very soon. Look after yourselves.
Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team up. Check them online, you might catch them playing FIFA. Hey, yeah, you know we keep it live. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. Gaming channel, what's the best one? Keep it hella dope, hella fresh, huh? Yeah, Hursty games, tune in. Even told my grandmama, sister, and my best friend. You might want to check them if you want to be entertained. You already know the name. Check us out, Hursty games. Hey, whoop. Make sure to give a like and subscribe.